It's great to be here at the TMA Distressed Investing Conference in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Happy to do it.
So one hot topic in the restructuring industry is the role of mediation in bankruptcy. Have you seen mediation gaining in popularity?
I have, and I'll give you two main reasons why I think so. One is, in Delaware, we actually have a local rule which, with respect to many adversaries, preference cases, the parties are required to go to mediation at some point in the process. Over the years, I've been on the bench now 14 years. As time has gone on, I've ordered parties to mediation more and more often. I find that the greater the number of times you bring parties together, the greater the likelihood that they'll come to a resolution. Because the worst deal they make is still better than the decision I make, for them anyway.
Okay, what else can mediation do to help the restructuring process?
Well, it reduces the cost of coming to the result of a dispute. Litigation is very expensive. They're lawyers, they're affiliated professionals, whether they're financial advisors or investment bankers. Everyone spends a lot of money fighting to the end, and sometimes it doesn't stop with the decision by the bankruptcy judge. It'll go up on appeal, and there are 3 levels of appeal above the bankruptcy court, so it shortcuts that and brings the parties to a place that they can live with without judicial intervention.
When does it make sense to bring in a mediator?
Well, I start from the notion that it almost always makes sense. I understand that a judge's job is to resolve disputes that sometimes the parties just can't resolve. One of the things I'll try to figure out is whether the source of the dispute, is it the clients, is it the lawyers? Sometimes the disputes are multi-party disputes, and that makes things sometimes much more complicated. If I find that the likelihood that it is that mediation will help, I'll send the parties sometimes even if they don't want to go. But sometimes they'll say to me, look, Judge, we've had settlement discussions off and on for months or sometimes years, and we just think we've gone as far as we can from a possible settlement standpoint, and we just have to push this through to a judicial decision. I don't like to see parties waste time or money getting ready for mediation, because there's an expense associated with that as well, unless I think there's some likelihood the parties can come to a good resolution.
That makes sense. Well, thanks so much for discussing this with us, and great to see you, Judge Carey.
Thank you very much.